Hello and welcome to Audley's Brew Co, and this is a grain to glass video. Today I'm going to be brewing a German Pils style beer. Our brew father is telling me it's an international pale lager. Previously, when I've tried to make lagers or Pilsner style beers, I have cheated. I've used Nova Lager, I've used Kvike, Luther Kvike, Voss Kvike. I've even tried, I was going to say WD-40, but was it the WF-34 or whatever, stuff like that. This time, however, I am going to use traditional Pilsner yeast from Crossman Booth, and I'm going to use it in a more traditional way. Grain bill is quite simple: 4.4 kilograms of German Pilsen and 330 grams of Cara Pils. 330 grams of Cara Pils might seem a little bit odd, it's 7% of the grist. It was originally meant to be something like 250, something like that, but I had 330 left and I didn't really want to leave something left. In terms of water, then we're just going for a very straightforward German Pilsner style water profile on Brew Father, and any salts as appropriate to that, which I've already done actually at this point. So we're going to mash this in, we're going to mash this for 60 minutes at 65 degrees Celsius, and then we're going to mash out at 75 degrees Celsius for a further 10 minutes. So as you can see, I'm going to be using my Brewzilla steam condenser for this brew day. It's the first time I've actually used it in anger, as you would say, on a proper brew day, so quite looking forward to see how this goes. So you'll see, I'm just bringing the hose in through the window, which obviously I can close right down pretty tight. It was a particularly miserable day. So this tool basically means that I can brew indoors no matter what the weather is. I haven't thought this through. Obviously I can't show you any hot break footage on this video, so instead I'll just show you my hops. 40 grams of Saz was going in at 60 minutes, 20 grams of Saz to go in at 30 minutes, 11 grams of Saz to go in at 10 minutes, and then a 13 gram flame out addition. So it's time for the 30-minute addition. You can hear the water sort of spraying and every so often bubbling out of what's being stored, so it obviously comes in here, you turn the back here, it's going into an empty bucket. I'm using a bit more water this time around than I did on the dry test that I did a couple of weeks back. I'm not really sure what the crack is with that. This is very hot, so I'm using heat first blow. You really see this? I don't know if you can actually see it as such, but you can certainly hear it moving. So anyway, that's my 30-minute addition. I've just this moment added my portaflop tablets, which last 50 minutes of the boil. Normally I would add Coolerino immersion chiller, but obviously because of the lid and the contraption, I'm not able to do that at the moment. So I have washed that, have disinfected it, and let's be honest, once I turn the power off, the wood's still going to be at 100, between 80 and 100 degrees anyway. I have another hop addition to come here in the next few minutes, and then a final one at flame out, and then that is it. So I've just taken the lid off, And as you can see, there's quite a lot of hop material up around the collar of the boiler. So that's the end of the brew day, guys. The wort is being transferred into my Fermentosaurus version, whatever it is, and has been put in the fridge, the fermentation chamber, where it's going to be cooled down from, it is currently around 20 degrees Celsius. That's going to be cooled down to 12 degrees Celsius. Once it gets there, I will pitch 2 packets of Cross My Loaf Hell. First time using Cross My Loaf yeast, second time using Cross My Loaf hops. Last time I used Mill and Hull, and I've used about this much of it. So today's obviously all about the Saz. Could have called the beer Saz Appeal. Anyway, yeah, so brew day went pretty much uneventfully. We did see the trub, the hop matter up around the sides of the kettle. Obviously there's some sort of boil over effect thing going on at the start of the boil, which is, you know, distributed the hops there, so the bitterness will be off. So that's something to keep an eye out for when I'm using this steam condenser in future. But I did take a sample of the beer for obviously gravity readings and stuff. But I tell you what, if the final product turns out looking like this bit of it, this top bit, then we're in for a treat looks wise anyway. But you never know. There's been times where I've had beers that look incredible. I've added the yeast and 2 weeks later they come out looking like something else completely, so who knows. So yeah, Cross My Loaf, what did I say, 12, 13 degrees, 10 days. Then from day, trying to work out the maths, 10 days. So Cross My Loaf yeast, yeah, 13 degrees, 12 degrees, something like that for 10 days. Then I'm going to ramp it up to 20 degrees over a period of 5 days. I hold it there for 3 days as a diacetyl rest. That's what the guys say it's called. We diacetyl rest there for 3 days. Cold crash it, bish bash bosh, into a keg, carb it up, pour it, drink it. What else? What else? And this is the final fruit of the labour. My Pilsner, Helles, Lager, I'm not sure exactly what sub-style it is, but you can see pretty clear. This is the 5th of October, something like that. So it's pretty clear. Head's dissipating quite quickly, which is disappointing. There's a bit of carbonation you can't really see on the screen, but yeah, it's a nice sort of, what do you call that, straw colour. What have we got? There's like a sweetness on the nose, and then that beer smell, I don't really know what else to describe it as. Yeah. Very thin bodied, very dry. Good level of carbonation on your tongue. Quite bitter on the sort of tail end, not over bitter. And we've got like a a spicy finish to it, almost like a peppery finish to it, which is quite a nice, quite a pleasant beer. So this was an experimental beer, in a way, well, more than a way. I've tried to make lagers before. I've done, you know, pressure methods. I've done Kvike. I've done Nova Lager. I've done WD-40. I know it's not called WD-40. This one here was brewed with a traditional Helles yeast, using colder temperatures, slight bit of pressure, but not a huge amount. Just basically the pressure build up. The pressure build up from the fermentation process with a spunding valve set. I think it was about 5 or something. I don't even think it was even as high as 5. So a tiny amount of pressure on that. Brewed, fermented over a period of 3 weeks, transferred into a keg and left conditioned for a further 6 weeks. So 9 weeks in total. Yeah, 9 weeks in total, and this is the result. Absolutely incredible. Bit of lacing on the glass there as it goes down, but absolutely incredible beer. Perfect levels of the balance between the sweetness and the bitterness, the dry and finish. It's all come together beautifully. So, how do we build on this? The idea was, I've had a few beers from Big Banana sent me his New Zealand Pilsner every once in a while, and they're always incredible. And I've always thought, you know what, if I ever crack a lager, that's what I'm going to go and do. But I've also watched a video recently, I think it was the Oyster Boys, check them out. Wasn't the Oyster Boys, it was the craft beer channel. Check them out as well. Also check out the Oyster Boys, but anyway, check out the craft beer channel. They did on one about what actually an Italian lager is. I assumed it was just going to be like Peroni or Birra Moretti or something like that, but it's actually a completely different style, and Peroni and Birra Moretti, which are Italian lagers, aren't Italian lagers. Confused? You will be. So I think that's the route I'm going to go. But I never use something a success unless I can replicate it. So I'm going to do this one more time, almost exactly the same, because I think I still have some of the yeast. If I don't, I'll order some up from the boys across my loof, boys and girls probably, from the folks at Cross My Loof, and I'll brew it again. I'm not sure. I might change the grain bill up, try and get a wee bit more head retention. Maybe a wee specialty malt added in for a wee bit of, you know. But all in all, I'm very happy with that beer, and I'm going to go and watch Liverpool in Europe. And who knows, I might even have another. Cheers, guys.